Howdy, howdy, everybody. And made it to Friday. Barely, but we made it to Friday. I'm super excited. I'm also blowing my eardrums out with all this music. There we go. Yeah, made it to Friday. It was a rough week, I tell you. Whew. I was driving all over creation and back this week, so I am ready for the weekend that I get to have for a grand total of about 4 hours today, probably. So I'm going to enjoy it while I can. Hopefully I can enjoy it while I can. Ah, my coffee cup is sticking. Man, I tell you, it's been a whirlwind of a week. I've been traveling everywhere, and then this weekend my daughter's got her dance recital, so now I'm getting ready for that. She has her dress rehearsal tomorrow and her recitals on Sunday, but she's got softball tournaments tonight and tomorrow. That is in about an hour drive from our house, so there's just all kinds of stuff going on. I'll tell you what. Oh well, we'll make do. We'll get through it one way or another. All right, so let's talk about Blazor. Let's see if I can fire up Visual Studio. Nice. All right. This is part of my automation stuff I've been working on. I need to get a front end built. And last time I kind of started digging into this a little bit, and I don't know, I wasn't getting it, so I decided to just hold off on it. But now I want to get this I want to get it to take off so I can have my front end app for my automation going. I'm ready to kind of kick it off. I did manage to figure out Docker. I know I had meant to message TBD Gamer in Discord, and I kind of forgot about it until I opened up my to-do list and I saw it there, and I'm like, I forgot to do that. So I still need to do that, but I'll worry about that later. But I think I did manage to get SQL Server installed. But I need to work on getting the app set up. Oh, hang on, need to do some. Let's see. I want to take that, and we are going to ban that person. Sorry, you're done. And let's see if I can add that. Add that text. I thought I had that on my moderation. Content. Nope. Moderation. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yep, there we go. Fairly certain I had more text than that highlighted. What have I got there? Yeah, I want to offer a promotion. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill that. I'm gonna actually take promotion of your channel. I don't want promotions of my channel, not fake promotion. If I want people to promote my channel, that's great, but I don't want it to be fake. Because if I get like, what are the terms? Affiliate and all that stuff. I want it to be like legit. I don't want to like game the system, right? I'm not that kind of guy, I guess. I'm not doing this to try to make money. Not really. I mean, it's a fun thing. I kind of enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing the work. This is my outlet because of my full-time job. I don't get to really write a lot of code anymore, so I kind of like this as an outlet to get some of that creativeness going. I need to get into a better groove of doing it, but we'll kind of see where I can get to. But I'm really hopeful I can just keep this as more of my hobby, and if my hobby gets me so I can make a little extra money on the side, great, but not a requirement. Somewhere I have, where's my wipes? they are. Figured out why my stupid coaster's sticking to everything. It's got something sticky on it. Don't know what I would have had in here that leaves a sticky residue, but I tell you what, it's what is that? Oh, it's like gross. Gross. It's red. There we go. Maybe that'll be alright. Alright, where are we? Let's see. I am trying to I'm trying to figure out the difference between the clients and the front end stuff, and I think I just need to read all this code. That's what it comes down to. I just got to read it and try to understand it, and I'm very novice at some of this .NET Core stuff because my job, I work on old things most of the time. So let's see. Persistent authenticator provider, authenticator state provider. Default authenticated task. This is a client-side authentication state provider that determines the user's authentication state by looking for data persisted in the page when it is rendered on the server. This authentication state will be fixed for the lifetime of the WebAssembly application, so if the user needs to log in or log out, a full page reload is required. This only provides a username and email for display purposes. It does not actually include any tokens that authenticate to the server when making subsequent requests. That works separately using a cookie that will be included in the HTTP client. Okay. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's look at the program. Okay, so WebAssembly Builder, WebAssembly Host Builder, add authorization, add cascading authentication state provider, and then run. Add properties to this class and update the server and client authentication state providers to expose more information about the authenticated user and client. Okay, so user info. So this is a page. Attribute authorize, interactive, so page title is auth, you are authenticated. And then that's the counter. This is what confuses me, is the counter is here, but it's also, maybe it's not. Okay, so this one that they call the front end, that's because that's what I called the solution. It's not really the front end. This is the back end. There's the data. There's the application DB context, application user. Add profile data, okay. Routes.razor. Not authorized, redirect to login. App.razor. Then imports. Okay. That's kinda, I'm starting to get it. The naming is unfortunate. I want to change that to, I'm gonna rename, can I rename this? Rename. Dot. What is it a host? Builder. So where am I? Pages. See, like there's pages here. Like, what is going on with this? Like, is it deciding which ones to render? Because there's all the those are code behind pages. Let's just run the whole thing. That's the only way I'm gonna figure this out, I think. Okay. That's just the thing. So counter weather. So this is all client side. And then I need to have an account, which I haven't set up yet. But then weather, that's running some server side code. Because that's what this is doing. Because there is no weather page here. There is an authenticator. Where's the login? Pages, login. So when I hit login, so I've got login, use a local. Okay, so there's that. This is server side rendered. This is client side rendered. Okay, I kind of get it. They are both one and the same, sort of. It's just one project for the front end stuff, one project for the back end stuff. Okay. That's a little confusing for me. I don't like how there's no distinct lines between the two projects. I like to have very, very well-defined boundaries from one application to the other. In the sense of which is front end, which is back end. So that's going to be difficult for me to get to. Let's see where data app settings dot there. Yep, we're gonna call this localhost. We're gonna get rid of that. Let's see. Let's make sure I get my connection string right. Connection strings. Greatest website ever, connectionstrings.com. I use this all the time to say SQL Server. Let's just make sure my standard one. I got database, it's user ID. I always want to say username. I don't know why I struggle with that all the time. This time we're using SA because it doesn't matter. It's a Docker container. And I also don't care if you see the password because, again, Docker container. As long as I got the password right. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Let's close that. Let's pull up the package manager. Actually, no, let's do it. Let's do it from the terminal. No, not that one though. Let's close it. Excuse me. Source. Oh, I didn't put this in the personal automations project. Oh no, apps. Yeah. And I'm gonna need automation front end. .NET EF update automations project. Is that right? I think that's the right syntax. I need to just write some simple apps. Unrecognized. Dang it. See, this is why I need more practice. Need the practice. .NET EF update. That looks like it's right. .NET tool update. .NET EF database update. Do it. It's gonna work. Provide certificate chain was issued by an author that is not trusted. Let's do a certificate. Since I'm using Docker, that certificate's always going to change. .NET EF update trust SQL Server certificate. Add trust certificate equals true. Microsoft suggests the following 3 solutions. Install a valid certificate, which I'm not doing because, you know, it's a Docker server. There we go. Let's try that. Try it again. Run! Run, Cletus! Run! Failed to generate SSPI context. That's a different error. Let's just get rid of all that. See if that makes a difference. Oh, we need to update. Automation's front end project was not found. Let's go refresh. Yeah, it's there, but it didn't create any, it didn't create all the tables. Okay, so the migration automation assembly front end SCS project is not there. Do I need to do it at the solution level, maybe? No project was found. Project automation front end .sln. Oh, cramp. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There's my syntax. I think that's what I need to do. I just need to spend some time and draft up like maybe 2 or 3 dozen simple applications that I can work with to get myself a little more familiar with all the .NET Core stuff, because I don't do this stuff enough on a day-to-day basis to really be good at it. So I kind of need that familiarity, right? I need that practice. I think I can create, because there's no users in here, right? Like, it doesn't create a user. I think I can have Entity Framework create a user account, and I want to do that because I'm going to be spinning this database up excuse me, every single time. And I think I was reading that. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can find the page. I do all of my research at night right before bed, so I have like dozens and dozens of open tabs that are things that I've been researching. So I've got to dig through them. Scratch my nose. No, it's not that one. I have some tutorials about building like a to-do list, which I think I will actually do sometime. That might be one I actually do, because I think I want to replace the to-do list that I use on stream, and I thought if I could make it a Blazor one, that'd be super sweet. That's a video. Let's see. I mean, if I have to create it manually every time, I would get over it. Oh, here we go. No, I think this is it. Add the identity. Yep. Policy, allow anonymous. Configure the test account. Okay, I need to get this page up there. Copy. Let's see if I can do this. Put it in, drop it into Chrome, paste it, share it to, not my iPad. Wait, I have all these people I can send it to, and then my iPad, which I've literally never sent a page to. Oh, that's because it's an Apple thing. I need to find the add to reading list. Open in, it is in Chrome. Try that. It literally just opened another copy of it. Brilliant. Reading list. Done. Let's see if I can do that. Now, where do you find the reading list on a PC? Reading list. Reading lists. I might Google how to find reading list on Chrome. Select more bookmarks on the top right. Bookmarks and lists. There we go. Reading list. Show the reading list. What? It didn't add it. Like, I don't even want this one. Delete. Jeez. Good lord. Am I like a 3-year-old? Apparently I must be. I'm an idiot. Add to reading list. There. There it is. I found it. Go me. All right. Create a test account. There we go. The seed class creates 2 accounts, administrator and manager. Okay, let's find it. Let's find it. Migrations. Set password. Did I miss it somewhere? So application DB context. I don't have a seed function. Because that's the migration. There's not a seed here, right? They were always in a weird spot, like in the old entity framework. Yeah, not there. Not in the actual thing. Okay, update the initialize method in the seed data class. Let's see. Okay, seed data. So seed the database. Hey, it takes me to the GitHub page. It takes me to the GitHub page. So it's in starter 6 data. Okay, so this is where public class seed data. Okay, yeah. I'm literally just gonna copy this. So I'm gonna create a class file here inside of data called add class. Loading. Seeddata.cs. It is supposed to be public. It's in the data field. All right. Public static. Async. Task. Initialize. Service provider. Test user PW is equal to empty. Bar context is equal to new application DB context. Service provider. Ooh, nope. Service provider dot get required service. Application get required service. Ooh, yeah, this is not quite right. Back that up just a bit. So yeah, get required service. DB context options. Application DB context. Is that right? Oh, wait, no. And then I'll call CDB context test user password. Now I'll come down here and I'll create static void seed DB application DB context and string test user password, or we'll call this one admin ID. Okay, so if context dot users dot any return the DB has already been seeded, and I'll say context dot users dot add new application user. Username is going to be we'll call it admin with quotes. Email, no, don't do that. Admin at admin.com. How do I set the password? So test user password, admin ID. That actually doesn't help show me. It doesn't show me how to create that. It just says admin ID. So how do we do it here? All right, let's go seed data. Status, add range. Registered authentication handles, support authorization. That's a little more than I need at the moment. Update the index model. All right, well, let's go look here at somewhere. Do I hash that password? I'm sure there's a way to do it. This doesn't count login failures towards the account lockout. What is sign-in manager? All right, let's see what I've got here. Well, that's the hash. I need to figure out how to create the hash of the password. Blazor, just chuck it in the garbage. Yeah, probably. I'm doing pretty well, TBD. How are you? Trying to get this authentication stuff figured out. ASP.NET identity. No, what did I do? Identity. Seed username with password. It is Friday. Yeah, it has been a very long week for me. I have been waiting for this day for a long time. It feels like weeks. Had lots of road time this week in the car. Did not appreciate it. User manager. You could call the user manager create method. So is that what I was doing here? I honestly don't. Oh wait, no, I was actually looking at that. That's sign-in manager. It's close to being the same thing. Wonder what the difference is. When was it? Well, when was this posted? Let's look at that. 2017. All right, well, that's not valid anymore, I'm sure. Confirm email. So this is all about account confirmation, though. Gross. All right. Email confirmed. True. Gets or sets the normalized username. We'll try that. I'll just do that. I'll seed my account. Let's go delete the database. Nope. Let's delete the database. Anytime now. Gross, why is it so slow? Error. What? Close existing connections. Go nuclear on it. Burn it to the ground. Hey, done. Hooray. All right, now let's look at the users. It didn't create. And I think I know why, because I didn't actually tell it to save. Because, you know, why would I do that? School words, school announcement. What's this? Let's save. Can I just run that? Will I run it again? Will it do it? This will be in the folders tonight for next week. Here's what the last few days of the first grade we will be celebrating. Okay. Beach day. Oh, man. I wanted beach day. Why did I never have that when I was in school? It still didn't actually create it, but that might be because it's already there. Boom. Non-qualified transactions. There's sand. Yeah, you'll stay home. I actually, well, I don't really care for the sand. I do like being outside though. But yeah, it's kind of like all the stuff that they do in school. Like I wish I did half the stuff that they did. It was I'm kind of jealous, I guess, is the way to look at it. I'm very jealous of it. All right, that time I deleted it. Now we'll get a user account, hopefully. Done. Do. Still no user account. Why did that not? Oh, I know why. God, I am just having a banger of a day. All right, let's see. Where does it got to go? I need to put it in. Looking forward to the end of the month. Pool gets opened. That's enough outside. Yeah. Oh, a new grill. Yeah. I have been using. I actually have been using my grill. Started really early this year. I was oh yeah, I've got a Blackstone as well. I actually used it last night to make dinner. Yeah, but I've been using my grill now for a while, and actually a couple weeks ago I've been working on the patio where it's at, so it's been all tucked away in the corner. I need to get that cleaned back, finished getting that cleaned up so I can get my grill and stuff back out. That's actually my afternoon task for today. I'm gonna power wash the patio so I can get all that brought back out. I use a pellet grill, so mine's a little bit different, but I absolutely love it. I've been using it pretty hard and heavy the last 2 years. Okay, yeah, so this goes into, I gotta put it in the program. Yeah, I have a charcoal grill and I haven't used it in a long time. Yeah, and I had, I think I still have a gas grill and my charcoal grill and my pellet grill. But yeah, I like my charcoal grill. The problem is I've got this, I mean, it's a monster of a grill. It's so big, and it's pretty old, and it's like I was needing like new grates and stuff, and I couldn't get those that were the right depth. It was just a really odd, like, it's probably a 25-year-old grill, and it's a monster. Like when I brought it home, I got it used. I had to get two of my buddies to come help me lift it out of the back of my truck because it was so heavy. It was just too much to handle. And I used that for a very long time. But yeah, the grates were in pretty bad shape. One of them is bent. And I was just like, I'll buy a new one. And a bunch of coworkers have been buying the pellet grills. And so I was like, I'll buy one. And I've really enjoyed it. It takes a little more practice, especially if you want to get the smoky flavor. You got to really kind of tweak it, and every grill's a little bit different, but I'm getting there. I'm getting to where I can get some good stuff. I probably will go get a pork butt, like maybe every other week, and smoke it up and divide it up, put some in the freezer, make sandwiches and stuff out of it. I love it. Program. Okay, so somewhere am I using use all this stuff? It should go somewhere is the build command, right? It's right there. Probably right here, I'll say. We'll say using scope is equal to app.services.create scope. What did I do? What is happening? What is wrong with me today? Gig. Yeah, that's right. Scope.serviceProvider. I can't even type. Services.getRequired. Oh, it's service. Get required service. Application DB context dot database dot migrate. That's right, I can just have the application do it, which is nice. And then I'm going to say await seed data dot initialize. Pass in the service. It doesn't matter what I pass in for the password because it doesn't actually save it, I believe. Because I don't know how to make it. And even this sample, like the test code that I found doesn't actually use that test password. I say test password and admin ID is never used. Application DB context. Oh, I went farther out than I wanted to. Yeah, so starter 6 program. Yeah, so that their seed data method doesn't even use it anymore. I didn't even notice that when I looked at it. Oh no, it's just blank. They don't even use it. So, all right, that's fine. If I can create the account and I can just reset the password, that'll actually be an interesting test. Oh, I didn't delete the database, so I don't know if it's gonna seed it or not. The database is already up to date. Oh, brain. My brain is just on fire. All right, one more time. Coffee. There we go. Insert the values. Still no username. Gosh. Ridiculous. What's the thing say? Well, it's creating all the tables. That's legit. Oh, I run the app. I don't have to do it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just set it up to do this. Man, this is definitely weekend time. Holy cow. Now let's look and see. Hey, look, I've got a user account now. All right, so let's log in. Let's say, forgot my password. Oh, well, that's lame. It's not going to send me an email. I don't even have that configured to work. Did it throw any errors? No. Excuse me. So let's stop it. Let's update it. Let's update it to, do I have a throwaway password I can use, or an account I can use? We're going to set the password to something that's mine. So I'm going to hide it. Let's go find one that doesn't get a lot of email. Yeah, we'll do this one. All right. We will, I gotta go purge the database again. On the upside, I'm getting really good at this. Oh, man. I could go back for another 2-3 hours of sleep, I think. I got like almost, actually I did. I got like almost 7.5 hours of sleep. Like a lot of sleep. I don't know why I'm so tired. I mean, it's probably just because of all the stuff I've been doing all week. Lots of driving. Alright, that's not gonna work. I know it's not. I mean, I guess... Oh, there it goes. Like, I didn't think it was gonna do anything. I guess I could build the pages without having the authentication stuff working, and then worry about the email things later. That'll probably be what I do if this doesn't work, because I'm sure it won't, because that hasn't... My local machine isn't configured to send email, so... Yeah. But yeah, it is. I don't know, just kind of get into the rabbit hole of like, I just want this to work. Like, maybe once I get it published to the web, I don't want it to send email. I'm perfectly okay with that, because I don't want other people using it necessarily. But just for testing, I wish I could probably set up a... oh, what's the little mail hog or whatever to simulate all that stuff. Holy cow, I haven't opened my email in a while. I've got like 500 unread messages I gotta delete. Not now. Alright, so let's see. Let us see. Oh, I closed the app. I want to actually look at it. So, for... try it again. Run. There we go. So I'll do a page like, yeah, it's gonna be like counter, because it's gonna be a front end page. Yeah. Ah! And it's gonna have just a little bit of code. I wonder, how does it work? I probably trying to figure out, like, design wise. Paper cut seems to be an option. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one before. Let's check that one out. That might be what it is. What's Mailhog? Mailhog might be a different one. paper cut. Print management. What was the other one I was looking at? Mail hog. I don't know why that one's in my head. Yeah, web and API based SMTP. Oh, that's for easier to install. Mail hog configure out. Yeah, it configures like an mail server. Yeah. Paper cut email server. That's cool. The simple desktop email server. I'll keep that one open. Okay. So, I really just don't like this 2 projects that turn out to be essentially one looking. I really don't like it. Because then if I have a page that requires data or server-side processing, I put it here, and then these are all non-server-side processing. But if I'm going to be just making a call to a message queue, I probably don't need to do it there. Do I? Only if I need to generate data from probably get data from the database. That's probably the difference. And will this need to have any data in the database? I think it will. Oh, thanks for the follow, Emporium. Yeah, .NET development being used outside of a game dev. Yeah, I try to. Not that it's really any good game development, but I do try. Or regular development, not game development. I do try. It does happen. Yeah, it does happen on occasion. Just got to find the right people. Let's see. I think I will eventually have it be database driven, but we'll create one of each and we'll try it. So we will have, get rid of that buzzing. There we go. We will create a new because these are just, yeah, they're just regular blank. Don't want to do that. Nope. What did I hit? Oh, I want Razor component. All right, we're gonna call it automation trigger. So that's what we've got, because I envision it to be. Actually, we're gonna try to do this. We're gonna try to do this in real Blazor fashion. Well, not right now. We're gonna start by just doing. Actually, first things first, I need to do. I'm trying to think of how I want this to work. Because I want to use. What was it? It was Amazon SQS. Amazon SQS. Fully managing decoupled at scale. Create a queue, check it out. I wonder. Learn about how the first in, first out queue. I want to set this up as a Docker container. I want to SQL. Ugh, that's what I work on all the time. Local Docker container. Do. But here we're using SQS. Okay. Nope. Source projects, personal automation. We're gonna come here and just say Docker. YAML. Oof, that looks lovely. Gross. All right, we'll fix it. What the? There we go. Let's make sure my format's right, because I don't really know the format very well. And there's that. I really don't like YAML files. Like, I understand why people like them. I don't. It's my same problem with using Python. I don't like the fact that the format of the file is important. I wish that it was not that way. There we go. What's the problem here? So volumes needs to go out one. And yeah, so now we'll actually just open another tab for this one. And is that just gonna work? Services.volume additional property SQS is not allowed. It's probably partially because I'm doing it. All right, what the heck? Services.volumes additional property SQS is not allowed. So wait, hasn't that don't want that. Anyway. Oh, I didn't actually get rid of this, did I? So volumes is not. I'm just okay. I'll just, did I get rid of it then? It's on there twice, so I just ignore it. Yeah, the service SQS refers to undefined volume SQS. All right. So there's the ports, the environment. And then volumes. Didn't screw that up, did I? No, that looks right. It's from 2019. I wonder if I can find another one. It provides a local instance. Oh, yeah. Tournament. Softball tournament. I got notice on my phone that says my softball tournament is starting. But that's because it's... Oh, because it's old. I have my old updates because I haven't updated it to today. Let's see. Who is this random person that's created one? I don't really trust that necessarily. No, what's happening? Oh, it's just another random thing. It's message queue system. Now in another tab, execute the following AWS CLI client. Oh, I see. So this is actually... The latter is a message queue system. Amazon SQS compatible interface. This is really what I want. All right, software mill. All right, this is definitely what I want. I need to have the AWS CLI also. Let's see. Download the 64-bit version. Yeah, that's fine. Execute it. I trust myself. I trust Amazon as much as I can trust anybody. It's a trap. Yep, it probably is, but I've got all of their smart devices throughout my house, so they aren't going to learn anything new by me installing this tool. They probably already know too much about me and my personal life. Let's see. Yeah, I got my notes over here. Finish. Docker run P9 324 9324 9325 oops 25 software mill elastic MQ. Crap. I hit right click. I pasted. Wonder if it'll all be there still. Yeah, it's there. Just want to save my command, that's all. Pulling. Hey, it's there. Sweet. All right, so now I'm going to say AWS region US. I guess it doesn't really matter what I put here, right? Endpoint. No quotes. HTTP local host 9324 SQS list QUEUES. So I typed something wrong, didn't I? Argument command, invalid choice. Oh, SQL. Oh my god. Again with this stupid. Let's see. Adding credentials. Yes, configure. What do I put in for AWS access key? None, none, none. That's probably not going to make any difference. All right, we'll just say what A, B, C, D. See if that works. Unknown output type. Oh, I think my vacuum just crashed into something. I could hear it. B. Default region name, US West 2. I don't know what output format is. Unknown output type. AWS CLI output format. Oh, I'll just say, yeah. JSON. Oh, yeah. No, it's not SQL. It's SQS. Woo! It worked! Go me! AWS config. Oops. Configure. Key anything. What's the other one? Secret access key. Default region. US West 2. And then default output. JSON. Oh, don't do that yet. There we go. All right. Oh, wait, no, JSON is right. And now I'll do, I will say SQS create QUEUE Q name is equal to test. Testing. All right. So now I've got a Q URL. And then if I run that again, I can list the queues and it's there. Boom. Nice. Okay, so I got a queue. It's running. Yeah, so this is creating a local SQS environment so I can push and send messages to it. And I will tie it into it, mostly just for testing. Eventually, it'll be hooked up to an actual Amazon SQS service, but I haven't created that yet, so I wouldn't want to mess with it. So now I can create my interface, so when I click a button, it pushes to that queue so I can see it. Now, if I can figure out how to .NET Core publish to SQS example. That's what I want. Mark McCookin. Oh no, it's McGookin. I thought it said McCookin and I was in. Yeah, I'm sure there's a library. I've got two. AWS SDK. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do that. Can I do it from here? Manage NuGet package. Amazon SDK. Oh, it's AWS SDK. Oh, it's right there. .sqs right there. Crap. S3. What's the difference? Fast, reliable, fully managed, scalable service. Oh, that's not SQS. Okay, that's an S3. This is what I want. Apply. All right, let's go look at the rest of this code. What's he doing? Very simple application to push data. So I get the Q URL, the body. Remove it from the queue because we don't want to see it again. Okay, can I make this easier to read a little bit? Not really. Or I can make it go away completely. Let's do that again. Come back. Come back now. Thank you. Alright, so we'll start with, we'll see if I can do it inside the Blazor page. That would be the ideal. I am in the client. That's where the trigger page is. Yep. At using AWS SDK. Util. Wow, there's a lot. I'm just gonna say AWS SDK. Okay, so we're gonna say var q. Whoa. Oh, because it's not inside of a function. Send test message. Route is equal to. We'll pop this guy in. I gotta create some credentials that are really irrelevant for testing. Basic AW. It's equal to new basic AWS credentials. Amazon runtime. Access key. Oops, nope. Secret key. ASQS client. SQS. And then AWS creds. Amazon.regional endpoint. US West 1. Sure. I can't treat that like it's a editor window, you idiot. Send request. So let's do that one. Get all these bits. Send request dot QURL is equal to URL. Send request dot message body. Yeah, message body is gonna be equal to. We're just gonna say a very simple message. Oops. Simple test message. So var send message response is equal to SQS client. That's send message async result to make it synchronous. And then create a receive request to see if there was any message on the queue. So this is doing it all in one page, which is probably okay for testing. Receive message request. .QURL is equal to URL. Bar response. Receive message async, receive message request, result. Response.message.any. Not gonna really do anything with it other than I was gonna delete it. Delete message request is equal to new delete message request. And then delete message, oops, not delegate. Dot recipient handle is equal to message dot receipt handle. Our result is equal to ASQS client dot delete message async result. There we go. So now I've got that. Should just basically push it, pop it, delete it. That's the idea. So we'll do, I'll just actually do a breakpoint so it won't matter. Button on click. Is Is it at on click? Is that what it is? Send test message. Crap. Test me. Argument 2 cannot be converted from void to Microsoft ASP.NET Components event callback. Click back. Screw you too. Whatever that means. Oh, I don't put a function on it. Make it a function. There we go. And then we'll just throw a breakpoint there and see what happens. See if I can do that. I don't even know if that's a thing. Oh, cleaning complete. My vacuum worked without sucking something up. I didn't make it a page. Crap. At page. Test me. It's gonna work. First try. If it works first try, I'm gonna quit and go buy a lottery ticket. Ugh. I don't think it's doing anything. Nope, wrong one. That's just creating the queue. Okay, so it's still running. Can I check the messages in there? Oh, that's not the one I want. I want... So if I go AWS SQS help. So if I want to get list message, move tags, list queues, purge queues, receive message. Trying to see if there's a way I could just get a count of how many messages are in there. Oh, it's get queue attributes. So let's do this. It's SQS get QUE attributes. QUE URL is equal to this one. So it has no attributes. I don't know if that's very helpful or not. But I'm fairly certain this isn't even doing anything, so... Oh, I got so many windows open. I need to close windows. This is insanity. Oh, okay, let's restart. Test me. Why does this button suck so bad? Let's make the button look better. Let's give it a nice class. And it is on click. Let's get rid of that one. Refresh, please. All right, so it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Let's look. I need to have, is it a property when I want to put something on the page? Let's make this full screen. Current count, I can just make it a variable. Okay, we'll do that. String messages. And then I'll just take this, same thing. We'll put it underneath. And then I will change this to say messages. And we'll start with simple start. And then messages plus equals calling the queue. And then we will say messages where did it all go? Oh, it's a separate tab. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So it's never doing anything. So what am I doing wrong with my button? All right, it's just a button. Private void. Maybe it's because I'm not explicit. Shouldn't matter. On click. It's got the name. Let's just do, well, first let's check. Okay, so there's no fancy animation going on. Yeah, just not doing anything. Oops. So we're gonna say private void test me. Messages is equal to clicked test me. Test me. Your car's alive. Chase me. Well, what the heck? Maybe I gotta stop it and restart it. This is why I don't like Blazor. Bugger. Interactive WebAssembly. Render mode. Rerun. Maybe. Rerun. Test me. Do. Now it does. Now it does it. Okay. That's what I was missing. So now let's change this back to send test message. I closed it. Didn't mean to. Test me. I got an error. Let's put my breakpoint back. All right, so I'm calling the queue, create the URL, create the credentials, create the client. All right, so I got that URL. So now my message body, come on, show me the message body. Oh. All right, so that's there, incorrect. All right. What's the error? What's the error? Whoa, I didn't want that. Put it back. I wanted to bring the whole tab up. Platform not supported section. Cannot wait on monitors at this run on this runtime. That's actually probably fine. So let's stop the app. Wait for it to unfreeze. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. And we'll say, oh wait. Nope. I want to do this. Will it fix it? No, it's not going to fix it. Private async task. Build. Does it build? It builds. Nice. Test me. CSS hot roll. Oh, that's something different. I was just too fast. Too fast for it. Call in the queue, and then it failed. Okay. The security token included in the request is invalid. Security token, the request is invalid. But I think it did it. Wrong one. Doesn't have any attributes though, so it could. Well, yeah, it never sent. So that's right, because I didn't have my credentials set up right. But I don't have any credentials. That's what's odd. See if that does it. Let's get rid of that breakpoint now. Yeah, still giving the same error message. Okay. Anyhow, so it looks like it's gonna work in the front page. The problem is as I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to have, or I'm gonna want to have it be database driven at some point. Because I want this page to be dynamic so that I can just have a list of buttons that I can click manually that will do stuff. And in order to do that, I'm going to have, I want it to be database driven. I don't want to have to republish the app every time I want to add an automation button. So while this is all fantastic, I need to do some more traditional database driven stuff. So I'm going to have a pages. Yeah, I don't like the organization on this app at all. Gross. I'm gonna create a new folder here. I'm gonna call it automations. I'm gonna actually call it automations. And I'm gonna need to create data. So I'm gonna need to create a new, excuse me, data type, application DB context. So I'm gonna have a DB set, and I'm gonna have the automations are gonna have, let's look and see what they're gonna have. Think this through. So I'm gonna have, for every possible automations, they're all gonna go to the same queue. So I don't need to have anything specific for that. I want them to all load in, and there could be a list of options that I would provide. So I'm gonna have two things here. I'm gonna have an automation action, which is gonna have an action name and obviously an ID. An action name. I'm gonna have an active flag, active, inactive. And then it's really gonna be it, because it's gonna have a name, and that name is going to be, actually no, hang on. I'm gonna have an action keyword. This is gonna be called friendly name. And this is gonna be SQS command name. So I'll pass that in so it knows what action to perform. And then I'm going to have an action parameters, which is just gonna have, it'll be for each action ID. So I'll have an ID, action ID, parameter name, do I care about the type? I don't think I do. Not in this instance. I don't care if I do. I just want to know what that parameter name is. And then it'll have, I'm trying to think now from the database side, because I'm not going to keep track of what commands I'm going to run. Am I? Because I just need to know what the action ID is, what the parameter is. And then when it's all said and done, I'm going to have an object that's going to have an automation action, and then a list of action parameters. Now I'm kind of getting into some stupid database stuff of how I want to manage it, because I'm going to have a list that shows all the actions and all the available parameters. But then when I call the page, I really don't care about, in the database, I don't care about what I send, because I'm going to have my history just be the text value of the message. That way it's the same for all of them. So why is my brain just come to a halt? All right, tell you what, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to sit on that and think for a bit. So I will be right back after I take a quick bio break. All right, I made it back in one piece. Yeah, the halted brain, it definitely does happen to the best of us. Unfortunately, it happens to me all the time. I am the king of it. Thank you. I think I know what I want. So the class is gonna have the value, but I'm not gonna store this into the database. So I'll have a list of action parameters, and then I'll have a message history that will just have a date, time, and a message, which is going to be that action. That's how I'll keep track of it. And then I can just make the class, so I can reuse the same class over and over again, but I don't have to worry about having that extra value in the database that I'm never going to use. Sometimes stepping away clears the brain. And also getting more coffee in my system. So we will start by adding a folder. Did I seriously just put that inside the migrations folder? Well, we'll call it classes anyway. No, it is at the right level. Add a class. We'll call this one automation action. I'm gonna not put it in there because it's just for organization. ID. String name. Action keyword. Wow. The typing today is miserable. Worse than normal. Boolean active clickety things. Clickety wrong things. So I've got an ID, a name. Yep, that's that. And then I will have another class here. We'll call this one action parameter. Public int ID. Yep, name. String that empty. Public, we'll put this, I like to organize it this way. Public int action ID. And public string value. And not mapped. So that won't put that one in the database, but I'll have it there. Then I will have another class that we'll call message history. Make it ID. There we go. Public date time. We'll call it event time. Public string message. Date time.now. And I have one more here that I need to add. Automation. I'm gonna call it. We'll call it automation message payload. And then this one is just going to have public automation action. I'm just gonna call it action. And then public list of action parameters. And think that's it. I don't really care about putting the date time on the payload. New automation action. Oops, equals to a new list of action parameters. And I think that's it. What is happening? Oh, MPBD. Okay, so I've got those. So now in the DB context, I'm going to have a public DB set of action or automation actions. Automation actions. DB set of action parameters. And message history. I don't like it saying message histories. We're just gonna call it message history. It's one of those times when making it plural doesn't work in my brain. I just don't like it. Don't like having a table called histories. So let's come, oops, here. This all goes into the, oh, I was in the right one. .NET EF migrations add add automation tables. Oh, yep. Okay, so now I should actually be able to run the app and see the new tables added once I get this loaded. I'll pull that up and we will do a refresh on the tables. Message history. Yeah, automation actions and action parameters. Nice. All right, so let's close these guys down, and now we'll create pages for them. Let's see. I need to create the administration of them in addition to the performance of them. So, I want to do I think in my mind the actual doing of the automation buttons is going to maybe just be on one page, and then I'll put all the buttons there. So I will create a Razor component that we'll call, I'm going to call it manage. And then we'll say that page automations manage. Is there a way I can just scaffold this? I never thought about that. Because that would make life so much easier, because I'm just going to do basic CRUD operations. I feel like that's a thing. Like that would shave hours off my day. I mean, by the time I figure out how to do it, it probably wouldn't, but Yeah, because I don't really have the page model idea. Maybe that's why the difference is. Okay, whatever. Not gonna mess with it. That was as far as my brain was gonna let me go. So we'll start then with a table. What was the, let's do, I do want to use, I'm just adding all kinds of new tech that I'm not super familiar with that I want to get better at. Mud Blazor, that's what I want. Yeah, we'll install that too. Yes. Mud Blazor Theme Manager 2? I don't think I need that right now. Blazor templates pre-configured with Mud Blazor. What is that one? Because I like Mud Blazor because I like the how they're all components. Templates. What is this? The availability of a new template for .NET, the Mud Blazor web template. Is the template based on... Oh, it's a .NET project template. I don't want that. I don't care about that. Okay. I do want to go to the imports and using Mud Blazor. So now I've got all of those. Gotta have my reference page up so I can reference all the components. Docs. Because I can do some cool stuff with like the different buttons and stuff, which I'm kind of excited about. And even things like the grids and that kind of stuff, that's kind of nice. Yeah, scroll down. Ugh, I don't like the multi-scrolls inside the same page. Makes me unhappy. All right. So for this one, it's going to be a mud. Is it a simple table? I think I want the data table, actually. I think this is the one that I really want. Because it's got search and paging. I thought they had it with edit, where it had edit actions. So I want the fixed header. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't have the details. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't have to. I was just thinking if it had it, I could just make the... We'll just go back to the simple table then. Oops. Because that's all I need. Simple table with fixed header. Simple table. Hover. True. Dense is true. Fixed header is true. And we'll go like that. No, I don't think I want that. So I'll have my row. And this is managing the automations. So I'm going to have... And I'll have T-body. T-bod. The T-bod. I like my T-bod. And here I'm gonna have a list of automation. I just created these tables. You think I could remember what I called them? Automation action. What? Ugh. A list of automation data. Automation action. There we go. And automation's front end data. We will start with private override. There's a way to override the start so I can get so I can load the data. Let's see, what does an action have? I have that I want to display. I'm gonna have just the name, the keyword, and the act flag. So we'll have name. Keyword active. And actions. Then I'll say TD. No, dang you, dag nabbit boy. Item.name. What? Let's call it automation action. Make it a little bit better. No, it doesn't. Oh, because Blazor. I can change this back to var. I bet it'll work. Action keyword. Active. Let's see. Yeah. On page load. Load data from context. I've done something. I've done this before. I just cannot. It's been so long. I'm not any good at it. Oh, because that's what it is. It's protected override async task. That's what it is. It's protected async override, right? Override async. On initialized async. And then I need to inject. How do I inject the data context into a page? Because I'm building all of that. So I don't think I'm add DB context factory. Am I doing that here? I don't think I am. Using the database up in the front end. Yeah, it is a little hokey. Because it's not, I don't know. I think it's mostly, it has that feel of like the old like PHP and the old ASP where you're modifying it because it is all jammed in one file. And yeah, it is like kind of gross, but I mean, I can always make it, you can separate the code out, which I have done. So like if my manage page gets really long, I can take that code and put it in its own code behind file. And then it looks like I'm using an old school Windows, or not Windows, web form, right? And I don't know if I like that either, but I don't know. I haven't decided which way I like it, if I can live with this or what the, how it should all be. I don't know. I still use MVC at work on all of my stuff. So, and a lot of it's not even new versions of .NET, so it is kind of a thing. Factory? No, it's not doing that. DB context. So if it doesn't use the context factory is injected into the component, and so do I change it? I don't know if I really need to. Do I need to change it? It feels like it's not really necessary. I think I still have the opinion, and maybe that's how I should be tackling this, is it should all be front-end code, and have all the database stuff happen like through an API, and that's how I interact with the data. That's probably the right way to approach it, because then it doesn't matter what my front end is. It would definitely make this all a lot cleaner, wouldn't it? Just because then I wouldn't be doing all of this crap on the all at once in the page. Let's see. This is the page I was just on, I think. I think if I just use that class, it would be what I want. So db dot, or I'm gonna say actions is equal to db dot automation actions dot to list. Is there, oh, what's the best way? Get async. Maybe I just don't make it async. I get rid of that. Alright, does it build? Automations, manage. Oh, that cool. That table looks awesome, doesn't it? Well, it didn't puke, so I guess that's a good sign. Let's go. Come on. I just want a scripted insert. Just do it. I'll go like this. Oh, I don't want that anyway at all. Crap. First test. And 1. 1 row affected. There it works. Okay, excellent. Now let's fix this heading stuff. I don't really like that. Why does that style look so crappy? What did I do differently? Oh, I probably didn't bring in the right component stuff. Overview. No, getting started. I've done this. I've messed this up before. Yeah, I need to add this to the layout. No. The shared. Nope. Not imports, not app, not routes. Gosh, this is so gross. Yeah, I really think I don't like Blazor. I really don't. There's what I want. And here. And then at the in the same file, but located at the end. There, now let's reload it and see if my page looks right. There, that's a lot better. Still not great, but it's a lot better. Oh, I need to use this too. Build it up services, element program. Yeah, I really just did not do anything here, did I? Let's see, add the following components to your thing. Well, when did that happen? Was that here? Or did that happen before I did that? Yeah, so add the following components to your main note. The theme provider is essential for Mud Blazor. The rest is optional. Maybe I go there instead. Cannot provide a value for dialogue service. And there is no... Oh, it didn't add that one. I didn't add that one, did I? Builder services dot add mud Blazor dialog dot add mud snack bar. This one probably requires a restart. And then automations manage. There we go. Now that looks a little better. Sweet. I got a table. All that work to build one table with one row. Haha. It really is fun, isn't it? All right, so let's modify that table. Why does it do that? Mud link. Oh, no. Docs components. So we'll say href. We'll go to automations, add. We'll stick with that to start with. See what it looks like. Not on that page anymore. Why is it not loading? Oh, because I didn't have any text, because I'm dumb. Well, this one's actually going to be edit anyway. That's not what I wanted to put. We'll put that on the page. There's edit. We'll put it up here. We'll say P. Automations. Add new automation, and we'll come here, we'll add one. Do that and add a new automation. Automations. Add. Did I spell something wrong? That page cannot be found. Oh, I probably need to restart since I created a new page. Gah! Blame sauce. Blame sauce. Yeah, there's the ad. Okay. We will inject application DB context. There it is. DB. Just gonna stick to using this whole thing. Let's see. Mud grid. Actually, even on all of these, I think I'm gonna make them 12 because it doesn't really matter. Oops. Label. Filled, outlined. I think I like outlined. Yeah, I don't care about that. So we'll do this. Except now I need to tie it back to a value, right? Those are radio boxes. At text content, is that what it is? Content. I put it in between here. Okay, so we'll say at name. Private string name is equal to test. Outlined. Keyword. Private string keyword. Well, I actually don't care. When I create it, it's always going to be active. So I've got that, and then I'll have another item here, another mud item. Mud button. Save. Automation action. Action is equal to new item. Name is equal to this dot name. Action keyword is equal to this dot keyword. Active is equal to true. Automation actions dot add action. Save changes. On click save. Okay, so I know that that's working. Change it to that. Reload. Oh, it says outlined. Oh, because that's what I called the label. It's not a type. Dumb. Name. Keyword. If I want to change the variant. Yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah, filled, outlined, and then I have a variant. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be, what do they call it? Variant dot filled. That's what I want it to be. Man, I love it. I love it when I do something so incredibly stupid. I don't know. It's always just like, how did I pull this off? I can write code. I really can. Let's see, what kind of buttons can I have? Just primary, secondary, default. We'll do primary. And we'll say variant here. Yeah, it is very easy to do, especially when you're like, yeah, especially when I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, I'm thinking about something. Variant dot, oh, I want color, not variant. Yeah, I got like 4 different things that I'm trying to like focus and do on one time, and I just blindly start doing something else and doing it wrong or something. It's fun. Right here. Ugh, yeah, that's kinda. Yeah, we are gonna use a variant. Let's see, variant.filled. That looks a lot better, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we'll call this uneditable. Huh? Well, those ones all work. What kind of a... Are fields not edited? They should be editable, right? Forms and inputs. Maybe they aren't. Maybe those aren't. Oh, yeah. No, they must not be. So... Oh, it's a mud text field. Huh. A field is uneditable. Mud text field. No. Ah, don't do that. T is equal to string and text field T. Why does it? I just want you to do what I type sometimes. There we go. We got it. We got it. Now, is that going to screw up how it looks? No, that works good. So we'll say app test. App test. Oh, that looks terrible, doesn't it? Ooh. What on earth? Okay, we're going to change that look and feel then. I don't like that. What looks good there? So what did I do wrong? Well, this one doesn't have a variant. Maybe that's the difference here. Let's try that and see what it looks like, because, yeah, that's gross otherwise. App test. App test. Ooh, yeah, that's gross. Why is it doing that? Input type, validation, required. Huh. Because that one works like I expect it to. But this one does not. Oh, I probably don't have it inside of a form. No, it's just in a grid, and it is in a mud form. That might be the difference. Mud form. Mud form. And I'm just gonna keep it at that. Nothing fancy for me today. Blazor. God, why do you look like such garbage, you silly thing? Alright, well, let's look at a different one for an example. Another example. That is so odd. I'll call it app test. We'll just test it anyway. Did it do anything, or did I just submit the same one twice? Nope. Automation actions. No, it's not there. It didn't actually save. And why is that? Oh, it's not inside. Oh, I got my whole layout all jacked up, don't I? Look at that. Yeah, so where's the form? Can I bump this out one layer? And we'll go like that. How does that work? Well, I clicked the button that time and it didn't work. Reference form. Oh, that's right. This gets really hokey with some of this. With like, I have a form. Because. Because validate, I click validate. And on click, yeah, so it does this weird form.validate, yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to get this form finished before I wrap up, because it's 10:30. I need to go start power washing my patio. Mud form. And then I will say in here on click instead, it's going to be, what is it? At paren. Whoops. Save. God, too many things. Right, parens form, and then of course form.save doesn't exist at the moment. Form validate. The reference to form bind is valid calls at success. No, that's a field. Does that form exist somewhere else? Why am I dumb? Yeah, I'm trying to find validate and I don't see it anywhere. For board form, do not use a button with the button type submit. Bud form is designed to be an easy and simple. You just pass your own validation function directly into the validation parameter of your input controls. Designed to be easy. You just pass your own validation functions directly into the validation. That's what I would want. I don't want that. I want to submit. Like, where's the freaking submit button? Register. Okay. Edit form. On valid submit. Then the button. Well, that's edit form. Alright, make this bigger so it's easier to read. Yeah, this is fun. Async, await, submit. So that's okay. Let's try it. All right, so we're gonna do what? Oh, where'd it go? Why did it get rid of my code view? Save. There. Now I'm calling the save function like I'm supposed to. Test. Test. Add. I should be making that save button do something else with those values too, so I know that it's working. And then make name equal to this and keyword equal to this. Oh, why Why don't you work for me? I'm not asking for a lot. Just a little help. All right, what the hell? What? Let me go look. Let me go find my code where I've done this before. Crap. GitHub. Where is it? That's a good question. Where is it? Repositories. Is it this one? I think it is. Yeah. This was also a Blazor app. Actually, this was .NET MAUI, which was something very different when I first started doing it. Pages. Orders. Create. All right, let's look at this. See, look, using mud. Okay. A buttload of text fields, because there was a whole bunch of them. Oh, I just call the function direct. Let's try that. Let's try that. That's kind of what I was doing before, though, right? And then those functions were just private voids, okay? Converting the method group. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Test add. Still didn't do anything. On click, do at roll backwards. Whoa, say test add. Well, that didn't do anything. Click, 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 click. Lots of clicking. And it's just a button. They're not even in a form. Maybe I should just get rid of that form. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the form is still screwing with me. So like, let's get rid of this. Let's go. I want to do this. And then let's get rid of the form. Then let's go like this. Let's get rid of this form. Let's save it. Blaze it out. Restarting the application is required. Build and apply changes. It's gonna work this time. I think. I hope. All right, so add a new one. Test. Test, add. Ah, poop, didn't work. Well, I tried. Excuse me. So I got a button type. It is just a button, right? I haven't done anything. Yeah, mud button. And it's on click, calling save. I think this is why I hate Blazor. Is it has never been intuitive enough for me to get it figured out to where I can just like see the problem. And maybe that's just practice, but man, this is kicking my butt. So save order. It's all inside of the code. It's a page. It's got, I got the snack bar injected. That's not anything new. Venison, pork, beef. Yeah, that's all very specific to. Yeah, this app. It's just a regular private voice. Why isn't it doing anything? It's got to be something incredibly stupid. And it's like inside code, private void, save. All right, nothing special about the code. No, just got a few parameters. Let me do this. Maybe it's erroring out. Maybe it's something like that. Let's try doing that. And see. Maybe it's just something dumb that's not getting caught. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. Definitely don't like it. Nothing's happening. No element, no errors being written to the... One last check. Let's look at buttons. Text buttons. Okay, so mud button disabled. On click is processing something. All right, so this one doesn't have the @ sign. Let's try that. One of these days, I'm going to figure out what the difference is between all those. If this works, I'm going to be so upset. Okay, not as upset as I thought it was going to be. Process something. Well, is it because it's async task? Let's try that. Maybe it shouldn't make any difference there, but let's like await db dot save changes async. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know. I don't see it. All right, screw it. I gotta stop. I gotta go power wash my deck or patio, whatever you want to call that thing. So I will shelve this for now. I will come back to it in the morning. Trying to think of what my day is gonna look like tomorrow, because it'll probably be probably same time-ish. I'm gonna do it in the morning because that's when I'll have some time before we have to really kick off the dress rehearsal day for dance recital. So we will continue on with it tomorrow. I will probably spend a little time, do some research, maybe play around a little bit. And yeah, try to get all this to work, because, you know, apparently I'm dumb at it, and I need more reading, more experience. But that's what we're here for, learning more stuff. So, all right, that's where I'm going to stop for today, and I will be back tomorrow morning. So take it easy, everybody, and I will see y'alls tomorrow.